Our opening thought this morning comes from Cassandra Clare from City of Heavenly Fire, The Mortal Instruments. We are all the pieces of what we remember. We hold in ourselves the hopes and fears of those who love us. As long as there is love and memory, there is no true loss. Our next reading is a portion of a poem from George Eliot, "Oh, May I Join the Choir Invisible." She writes, "Oh, may I join the choir invisible, oh, those immortal dead who live again, in minds made better by their presence, live in pulses stirred to generosity, in deeds of daring rectitude." Our next reading comes from Sherry Mitchell from Wena Hamu Kwaset. When we connect with our ancestors and put their wisdom into action, we are evolving our collective consciousness. We are transporting the ancient truths of our collective past and birthing them into our future. What we create out of those truths extends the wisdom of all those who have gone before us, and it provides a guide for all those who will follow. I had a nightmare last night that I fell back in time 1 hour and was going to have to live an extra hour of 2025. Then I woke up and nothing much changed. It's good to be with you. Today on the Christian calendar, if you ever follow the Christian calendar, today is All Souls Sunday. And also on the Christian calendar, yesterday was All Saints Day. And of course, before that is Halloween. On All Saints Day in the Christian tradition, that's considered a day of celebration, a day of celebration for all the saints who have gone before, whose afterlife was pretty certain for them. And then on All Souls Day, that was considered to be more of a day of mourning and a day of prayer for those who had gone before us who might be in purgatory. That was the thought behind All Souls Day. Today, and especially within the UU tradition, we see All Souls Day as being a time to remember with gratitude all of the lives of persons who have come before us. And it's good from time to time to reflect on the lives of all of those who have come before us as a way of recognizing their influence, their continued presence with us through their memory, through the memory that we have of them and the influence that they have on our lives. Those who've gone before us have a kind of ongoing spiritual presence with us. They're present in our lives. And together, we can learn from their lives. We can learn from their mistakes. All persons have made mistakes in their lives. It's not so bifurcated as the saints on All Saints Day and the sinners on All Souls Day. They all have made mistakes, and we can learn from those mistakes. And we can also remember the positive good that they have done and celebrate all that is better about our world because they were a part of the human community, because they were a part of our community. I don't quote Ernest Hemingway very often, but I will today. He once said, I will make his language inclusive because he rarely used inclusive language. He once said, every person has two deaths, when one is buried in the ground and the last time someone says their name. In some ways, persons can be immortal, end quote. Although I understand Hemingway's point, and I agree with it to a certain extent, there is an aspect of it that I don't agree with. I don't think it's necessary for persons to continue saying our name for us to continue to be spiritually present in this world after our physical death. The influence of our lives, the actions of our lives, remain present in the world regardless of whether people continue to speak our names or even remember our names. All of the love that has been expressed by every human being in the history of all humanity still contributes to our lives and to our well-being today and into the future, whether we remember their names or say their names or not. Nothing is fully lost to history because we are all connected with one another. The reality that the influence of our lives and actions continues far beyond our physical death, I think should be taken as a challenge by all of us to be mindful of doing all we can to leave a legacy of love rather than a legacy of trauma, to do no harm, and to do all the good we can to contribute to the creation of beloved community. I'm keenly aware that what I am calling the spiritual presence in our lives of those who have gone before us is not always experienced as a positive thing. Sometimes the memories we have of those who have died and the influence that they have in our lives are more traumatic than they are inspirational. That's part of the reality of our memory of those who have gone before us. And sometimes the relationship with those who have gone before us is not clearly good or clearly bad, but some ambiguous combination of the two. It's also sometimes the case that what those who have gone before us have done in their lives continues to haunt us in the present. And there are some who are dead that we may want to forget, or at the very least, we want to experience healing from the trauma that their actions have caused us. That's the reality of things in the world. That's the reality of memory of those who have gone before us. This is the case with so many actions that we're currently seeing in the world around us, that are currently happening in the world around us now. A lot of trauma is being created by actions in the world right now. It's often going to be generational trauma that's felt for generations. The trauma of the actions of ICE, for example, will be felt for generations. Their memory will not be a blessing for the families and communities whose lives are being upended and who are experiencing the very real pain of separation and loss. It will take generations to heal from that trauma. It's also the case with the generational trauma that is being created by our inaction in relation to the climate crisis. The fact that we are leaving behind an increasingly unlivable climate for generations to come will not be a blessed memory for those who suffer the consequences of our inaction. Just a few examples. You can look around the world at all the other examples of trauma-creating actions that are currently taking place in the world that will not be a blessed memory for future generations. Hopefully, this recognition that there is an ambiguity of the legacy of those who have come before us that's brought both inspiration and trauma, and sometimes a combination of the two, that have brought both healing and heartache both pride and shame. I don't know about you, but when I look at my family tree and do some digging into my ancestors, there are times when I feel great pride at what some of my ancestors have done, and then I look more closely at others and have great shame in terms of what they have done as well. Recognizing that both of those are present in the past, that we see both lasting values that have been expressed by those who have come before us, but also lasting harm. Hopefully that ambiguity will remind us how important it is for us to live in such a way that the memories and legacies of our lives will increase rather than diminish the quality of life for those who live beyond our last breath and for those who come after us and for those who may not even remember who we are or remember our names. May we attempt to live in such a way that our legacy will be one of love and healing and not one that haunts the future with continued trauma and harm. My understanding of how those who have come before us continue to have an impact on our lives is rooted in a perspective that at its very core, all reality is about relationships and about connections. I'll close this discourse with a poem, and after the poem, I will end it with some lyrics of a song. I'm not going to sing the song. I'll end it with the lyrics of the song that I think could communicate this perspective of relationships, this perspective of connections. I wrote the poem. It's titled Relations. I've recited it here before. Some of you will remember it. And the song lyrics were written by a former student at Oklahoma City University, who now is a very well-known songwriter in Nashville, has written songs that have won Grammy Awards and will probably at some point be in the Country Music Songwriters Hall of Fame. His name is Luke Dick. He's an alumnus of philosophy at Oklahoma City University, so you can do things besides teach philosophy with a philosophy degree. He's also this year's distinguished alumnus of the Petrie College of Arts and Sciences at OCU, so you can tell I'm a little bit proud of Luke. The poem first. Relations. You and I are in relationship. There is neither void nor things between you and me, only relations. All persons are in relationship. There is neither void nor things between us, only relations. Those who have passed are in relationship with us. There is neither void nor things between us and them, only relations. Those who are to come are in relationship with us. There is neither void nor things between us and them, only relations. We are in relationship with the earth and all living things. There is neither void nor things between us and the world, only relations. We are in relationship with all there is. There is neither void nor things between us and the mystery, only relations. And now the lyrics of the song by Luke, and the song is titled Connected. You can find it on YouTube. Hope you'll listen to it. Connected. When I turn the pages of my book, across the world the author cooks. She pours the wine, I break the bread, 'cause we're connected. We're connected. Roots beneath my family tree, deeper than the eyes can see, all tangled up like spider webs. Connected. Connected. Drums in the darkness, you can feel the pulse. First there was stardust, and now there's us. All I ever was, all I'll ever be, connected. Can you still hear that cosmic spark, the cannons blasting in the dark, when we blew out like grains of sand? Connected, connected. Drums in the darkness, you can feel the pulse. First there was stardust, and now it's us. All I ever was, all that I'll be, connected. So pour the wine, I'll break the bread. We're all tangled up like spider webs. Yeah, and here we are, still grains of sand, all connected. All connected. May all we do in our lives together contribute to our blessed memory for generations to come. And may we look back at all those who have come before us and remember them in our blessed memory. And may all we do contribute to a legacy of love that will last long after the last time someone says our name. For those who come before us, we offer gratitude and thanks. May their memories be a blessing. May we feel surrounded by their love. As we go forth from this time and place, let us be inspired by their courage, their wisdom, and their dreams. Let us honor them by doing the work of living boldly, loving mightily, and creating heaven on earth. Amen, and blessed be.